Hello, everybody. This episode is late. It's late, but it's within the week, so I'm gonna stop yapping. Last episode, I said I was gonna stop yapping, and now I'm recapping. You know what? Ooh, bars. I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm just gonna jump into it. That intro was. I expected that to go way better. It did not. Clearly, I'm a little rusty. Let's just jump into it and let me warm up a little bit. We're gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Bum 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 bum. Right, Vegapunk died. That's what it was. I normally recap just for posterity's sake, but like I also kind of do it for myself. So, so much for that. Yeah, this happened. Yeah. Damn. It was pretty epic. It was pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. Ugh. That means we're gonna see the message. I mean, that's the title of what this episode is. I'm pretty sure. I hope this episode doesn't have too much recapping. Yeah, then we got the coolest one. Well, it depends on who you're talking to, but this is either the coolest or the second coolest frame. I think it's the coolest frame. In the entire arc. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You always gotta like it when the old man gets the last laugh. Well, unless he's like some bad old man, you know. But hopefully he's a good guy. Mushy mushy. World come in. Hello world. 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 I died. Hello world. A humble genius. Bit of an oxymoron. Or no, it's not an oxymoron. It's paradoxical. It's not redundant. Secret plan. Interesting adjective. A tense worldwide broadcast. I guess it is pretty tense based on the topic, right? The subject matter. This is a little less tense in the anime because in the manga it was much more tense for me. Just given the fact that I didn't know if the whole broadcast was going to come out. Because while this broadcast is happening, obviously, you know, some people want to stop it. Uh, huh. How? How? See, this is what happens when you're the smartest guy in the world, right? Like by like a leap and bound. You could just be like, yeah, I understand how the technology works. You're not gonna be able to stop me. Even he's hearing a voice. That's pretty cool. Well, he's dead, dude. It's over. Look how big Luffy is. His hat is so tiny. His hat is so small. You're still conscious. Good for you, Kizaru. I wasn't sure if Luffy was able to hear it. I couldn't remember, but I guess yeah, he did. Saturn's like, what? What's going on? I didn't know it was an hour. I thought it was 10 minutes. Or maybe they're talking like how long they should wait. Not an hour. Yeah. Oh, right. Only Stella and him know, I think. Like OG old man, Vegapunk, and Stella, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that knew, I think. The only ones in the room. Guy. Bro, the vein in his neck as he's talking. Oh my god. Where are you? How is Luffy not hearing any of this stuff? Holy hell. Look how big he is. Oh, we got the sharp animation. This animator's back. Edgy guy. He loves his edges. Look at those edges. You see on the coats too, the coat sleeves. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh. Uh, yeah, it's pretty funky. They've been doing this for yeah, combat. I was gonna say they've been doing this for like combat moves. Oh no. Why? I guess he shot him. All right. Well, love the music. I really hope this is something that goes into Elbath. That would be really cool. With a certain character, oh my god, if that theme plays while a certain character is doing 10 minutes, right? Yeah, okay. I forgot they talked about it before. Okay. Uh yeah. Oh, the cracking sound. Oh my god, Luffy. Holy Jesus. I mean, I don't blame him, but hmm. Yeah. See? You don't know technology like this guy does. Hmm. He's gonna snitch. He's gonna snitch on everything. Should I invent something while we're rating? Hmm. Interesting. I like what it says as a social commentary from the world's perspective that everyone this right here. This is really cool cuz it shows how important he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought this was a really cool way of Oda showing off cuz he had said multiple times for years he'd mentioned and dropped Vegapunk. You know what I mean? Hmm. Not that one. But I mean, yes, yes and no. Yes, but actually no. What's up? Uh, you're buying it. Still calling him Lucy. Okay, okay. Well, he could. Luffy's taken a hostage before. I'm pretty sure, unintentionally or intentionally. I think he's done it as a joke. You know, to pretend like he's a villain. Yeah, something's going on. Yeah, Oda like has mentioned Vegapunk so many times well before the arc that it's like always kind of been a character that we always imagined would have like a really big part to play, and then this scene feels like the payoff to that, where it's like here's the arc where he's introduced and also the arc where he dies, but with him dying I'm going to show you the whole world's perspective of him. So I think that's really cool, especially East Blue era stuff too, because you don't see him mentioned in East Blue at all, but you know, even these guys knew about him. We can't afford television. What do you think this is? Damn. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is cool, dude. I think it's. I'm trying to think like what the No, I guess it was Einstein, right? Like that's the inspiration, that's the idea, that's the concept behind him. But Alice looks like Robin. Looks like a kid Robin. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe he did that intentionally. Find a girl that looks like Robin, so he feels like he can, like, Robin who tried to assassinate him. It would be kind of funny. A little like poetry. He'd be like, she was actually a good person and an academic as well. You know. I'm kidding though. It's just Oda just being funny. It's at a different time. It's pre-recorded. Smart man. He pays attention to the thing. Although he's like the best journalist in the world, so you would think he'd. Yeah, I was gonna say you'd think he paid attention to the small details. That would make sense. I guess from Vivi's perspective, she wouldn't think Luffy could handle that. You know what I mean? Because like, it's not that she doesn't think he can handle it, but it's like she's never seen him handle it. Because that was way after her time. Ugh. Biggest brain in the world. Hmm. Yeah, not exactly. So many Robin-looking characters. What's happening? I'm just seeing what I want, I guess. Who is the lady with the pink arm? It's weird. It's funny how even they're not fully aware of everything about Vegapunk, even though their leader is his one of his close allies. Maybe. Hmm. Can even see their own future, huh? They can predict it, or they can create precautions. Interesting. I look at that as like, is that a clue to how Dragon works? Dragon's all about destiny and history. At least he has been most of the time. Whenever his character like says anything or there's a flashback regarding him. So I'm pretty interested to see. I mean, there's stuff in the manga I won't go into detail about significance towards Dragon that has been revealed recently. Actually, week of, but I can't go into details. But Dragon's an interesting guy. I look forward to seeing where his character goes. He does get a lot of bad rap for reasons, you know. I think a lot of characters are getting like fingers pointed at, like Mihawk and stuff like that haven't been doing a whole lot. But I thought Frankie's shoulder was something else. I was like trying to process what I was looking at. I was like, what is this sphere-ish looking object? I was moving. Ignore me. I'm just yapping. Oh, you guys got the nice television screen. Funny how they hadn't made any movements. Hmm. Just a bunch of angry, bigoted old men. Good animation? Maybe? I'm smelling it. Smell. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah! Whoa! Laser vision. What are you, Superman? Or Cyclops? Come on, do it, Luffy. I don't think he does it here, actually. Oh, wait, no, he does. No, he does. I messed it up. Shit. No, it was just a clap. Oh. I like the moment they look at each other like, what? Damn. he play. Oh no. Kizaru fans, I am sorry. That's way more disrespectful in the anime. Oh, dude. Yeah. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Look at that! Look at these pizzas. Look at them just flying around. Bro, that is so Yu-Gi-Oh! It hurts. Look at all the edges and lines. Oh my god! That ship died. Holy hell! Oh my god, the edges are going off right now. There's so much shading and edging. Pause. You throw them in the water? Disrespect. He's not amused. Oh, he rotated himself back. Come on. Impressive. Uh-oh. Ah! Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Run. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get how these guys work. Meanwhile, this guy. I don't want to talk about it. Oh man, that was good. That I think that clears. You guys happy now? You all happy now? I think that clears up everything. Man, there was so much shit being thrown around back and forth. I cannot tell you how divisive this whole thing was up until this point. I was like, no, he stays down and says, I'm done because of this. No, he said it because of this. No, he's weak. No, he's actually sad. I think that's enough. You know? That's pretty good. That was really, really good. Good job, Toei. Well, dodge, Luffy. Boom, boom, brother, boom. Zigzag. You gotta get out of here. Run! There's the Game Boy again. Or, no, the SNES? SNES controller. Somewhere there. He's UFOing. He's Gumu Gumu UFOing. There you go. Back to normal. Oh boy. Ah, Luffy's not smiling anymore. Interesting. Gear 5 Luffy not smiling. Summoning, huh? He's got a bad feeling about this. The seal of Orichalcos. Oh, sorry. I've made enough Yu-Gi-Oh references in this one episode. Bum, bum, bum. Interesting. It's very like neon-y. I thought it was like it would be more like hockey looking, like red and black, but instead it seems more, yeah, neon-esque. Whoa, is that like 3D with the ship perspective or Black Lightning? Interesting. That's pretty cool. Sanji, you just gotta keep going, bro. What? That's yeah, yeah. He recognizes the lightning, which is not a good call. Uh oh. Zoinks! No. That's okay. We're gonna react to it pretty soon, so it should be fine. Damn. I think my favorite part of the whole episode, easily, is Kizaru's like. I wanna find like his hyperventilating. Not hyperventilating, but he's like he's getting there. Like his oh I don't even know how to put it. His like he's getting like he's getting really messed up mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like from him killing. Oh, dude, that's really cool. I think for a lot of reasons that scene is so good, cause I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but there's always like a theory, I guess, at the very least. It's a very valid theory that each of the admirals have like a form of justice, and his is unclear, you know, which has always been a bit of a weird one, right? Because it's like, how do you define unclear justice or those things? And it's like all the other ones seem like they're more in a spectrum, while like in terms of their philosophy or like how they view the world, if that makes sense. Maybe not if they agree with the world that way, but they believe the world works that way, if that makes sense. I believe Akainu's is absolute justice. I think I can't remember the exact one, the exact phrasing. And I think like Fujitori's is blind justice. Justice is blind at times, kind of attitude. I'm trying to remember if I can remember the other two, but I can't off the top of my head. However, unclear has always been like a fun one, because it's like, what does it mean? Like, what are the good examples of that? And it's like, is it just things being morally gray? And I never liked that explanation, because I always looked at it as like, not unclear, but like defining it. I think the perspective being is it's a morally gray thing, while there's the more like intense, harsh ones, there's also like the more like morally quote unquote good ones, and then there has to be someone in the middle. So that's got to be Kizaru, right? Because he's the constant, with both the trios, both before the time skip and after the time skip. But I don't like looking at it as a morally gray. I think it's more just, I could never really pinpoint what it was. And I think him killing Vegapunk was kind of a moment where I was like, I think this is what Oda's writing would have us believe unclear justice looks like, where he did it because he was ordered to, but it's not defined, it's not like it's not like he's not my friend, and it's not that, I'm not obeying my job, it's more of, it's unclear, like it's unclear how exactly my feelings are perceived, and that's kind of the point. But I do like that in this moment we get to obviously, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. You get to see it be challenged and the aftermath of it. But I do like the visual cue of it being unclear, in the sense of when he looks back on it, it's all yellow and it's blinding him. I don't have to explain to you why that really works thematically with his character on multiple levels, both his abilities and his philosophy. But, if you're taking the term very literally, even though it's figurative, it's really cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I love the scene. I am so glad it's in the anime, and it's clearly Toei having fun with it and understanding the significance of it. But I also like it even without the scene, because it was cool seeing how it both challenged the philosophy, but at the same time, like, reaffirmed it. I feel like, which you need another scene that happens after to like really understand the mental state, and kind of like, this is not Kizaru's like, I don't believe, and I didn't believe when it happened, that this was Kizaru's breaking point. I was like, no, I think he's too seasoned and too old. Not old, but like, isn't like he's too seasoned, like he's too experienced and too, I think, I'm not saying old people can't change, but I'm just saying like you kind of have experienced a lot of things, so you can waver in terms of I think your choices, but not so much how your beliefs. I think those things are kind of like not firmly in place, but you'd have to have something pretty stunning to change, like a world changing event. Which this isn't really a world changing event. This is more so like a personal event for him. So I don't know. I mean, like I look at it and I'm like, this is a really cool way of his character being shown to us, but it wasn't really shown until he killed him. Because at first we thought there were going to be a little bit like, oh, it would be like a plot twist at the end, like maybe he's not actually going to kill him, maybe it's going to be like a ruse or something to it, right? Like or some facet of it. But no, he does kill him, and he in the manga he doesn't show it until a scene after, like how much it actually impacts him. It's a little more ambiguous. Oda doesn't really, I guess, show it more bluntly than he maybe could have or should have. It's up to you, depending on how you look at it. But here it does show it, I think, better. But I still think at the end of the day, it was his duty. That's his thing. So I didn't mind it. I think it was cool in the manga. It's just I really like it here for obvious reasons. There are other things that happen in this episode. I don't want to like harp on that too much, but the Giants got a cool scene. Cool. We got to see the boop and the pizza twirls. That's also really, really fun. But I think that they're adding things. You know what I mean? Like at least that one I know for sure is added in. So yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys thought of the episode, specifically that scene. I think that scene is really, really cool, mostly because it's new. I wouldn't just talk about it just because like, oh, you know, nothing else is important. I mean, like there's cool epic moments. Obviously the summoning of the guys, we have to see what they look like, you know, like that's the thing that we're all really here for. But the animation looks interesting, you know. I always assumed it would be red and black, like black with red outline like hockey, but it wasn't. That's interesting, I guess. You know, it's not really as much of a talking point as like, you know, the symbolism behind the, you know, the Kizaru scene. But hey, regardless, yeah, and the message is happening, so that's gonna be cool. We'll see how that all plans out, and well, not plans out, but plays out. But yeah, if I miss something in the comments, put it down below. Obviously, avoid spoilers as much as you can. I have read the manga, but you know, let's avoid doing overlapping because there are people here just for anime reactions, so we'll stick to that. But yeah, if you guys like the reactions, you enjoy the One Piece stuff, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Till then, take care, peace, and goodbye.